Hello. The two schemes announced this morning will be a major catalyst for the regeneration of our town and will provide a much-needed economic boost for jobs in our county. The improvements of our streetscape will require a change in how we use our town. Our public realm space for Sligo focuses on reclaiming our streets. That will be an added attraction for both residents, businesses, tourists and visitors.
This morning's funding announcement of €48 million to Sligo for two URDF funded schemes is a great boost to Sligo. The two schemes are as follows. First, we have a public enhancement project which is going to see a significant number of the streets in the Sligo city area significantly upgraded over the coming 4 or 5 years. We have a basis for this in that the O'Connell Street enhancement project was delivered in 2020, and indeed the second phase of that project will take place later in 2021. In February of this year, the members of the council here considered the public consultation report prepared on the Sligo enhancement scheme, and that set out the broad parameters of the scheme that we propose to deliver with this URDF funding today. In addition to upgrade of significant number of streets in the Sligo urban area, we'll also see Key Street Car Park upgraded. We will also see a new footbridge at Markievicz Bridge, which will be warmly welcomed and indeed has been sought by the councillors for many years. The second scheme that has been funded today is the City Campus scheme, and this scheme envisages a significant investment in the Connaughton Road, Holborn Street and Stephen Street area. It is envisaged that the scheme will include a new county library, a new county museum, a library academic library in cooperation with Sligo Institute of Technology, offices and residential and public enhancement areas. The total funding allocation to Sligo today for those two schemes is €48 million. That represents 75% of the estimated cost of delivering the two schemes. So in total, under those two schemes, Sligo over the next 7 years will see an investment of about €68 million in infrastructure in the city area. When taken into context with the fact that the Eastern Garavogue Bridge, which was also funded under the URDF scheme back in the first round in 2018, will hopefully go to construction next year at an estimated cost in excess of €20 million. This shows the commitment of the government to the development of Sligo as a regional growth centre. In recent times, we've seen the completion of the Western Distributor Road, which has allowed the IDA to market their new business park, which consists of 80 acres at Oakfield. When the IDA are trying to get FDI companies to come to an area, they need to be able to show that the area is going to be able to cater for their staff and their developments going forward. Now, they will be able to bring FDI representatives in on the new N4, Colooney to Castle Baldwin Road, into the Western Distributor Road and showcase their new park. In addition to all the work that's going on in the city centre, we have the Stephen Street Plaza scheme starting in the next couple of months when COVID restrictions ease. We have the National Surf Centre in Strand Hill, hopefully going to construction in a couple of months' time as well. Sligo has also seen the National Mountain Bike Centre in Coolani opened in recent times, and shortly we will commence construction on the National Surf Centre in Strand Hill. All these projects will encourage companies to come to Sligo and thereby benefit not just the Sligo urban area, but the whole county, and indeed South Donegal, North Mayo and Leitrim. This will bring benefits to all our towns and villages in the county, and so we have a very busy 7 years ahead of us with all these projects in Sligo. Once again, I want to thank Minister O'Brien, the Department, for their support to Sligo County Council. We also want to thank our national politicians who since we submitted these applications, have been following up on our behalf to ensure Sligo had the best possible chance of maximising the funding available. We've had great support from the Sligo County Council members here, and as I mentioned, in February of this year, they warmly welcomed the Public Enhancement Realm project. Sligo County Council planning team under Director of Services Dorothy Clark, Frank Moylan, Senior Planner, and Leonora McConville, Executive Planner, did a fantastic job in putting these applications together. Indeed, when I spoke with Minister O'Brien, he said that these two applications were of the highest standard, and he was very complimentary of them and said they were deserving of the funding that was received.
Firstly, as Mayor of Sligo Municipal Borough Area, I want to acknowledge the funding that has been sent down from central government to Sligo County Council this morning. I also wish to acknowledge the work done by the Executive, elected members both nationally and locally, for their input to the plan, which the Minister this morning acknowledged as being an excellent submission. This will bring life back to the centre of Sligo City. The area that is intended for upgrading is the Holborn Street, Connaughton Road, Lake Isle Road, and that general area. The projects that is hoped to put in place is a new museum, which is much wanted, a new library, which will be both academic and ordinary library services, refurbishment of the existing old library. And what I most heartily welcome also is the inclusion of housing within that development plan. Housing and people living within an urban area bring back life and heart to any city. So I think this is a great step forward for us here in Sligo County Council, that there will be housing provided, for much needed housing indeed for the people, and that it will bring back a life and heart to the centre of the urban area.